So I'm from Shelley, Idaho, southeast Idaho, and farm in row crops, primarily corn. So I decided to try BANDIT after attending the winter meeting here at 360 last year, listening to Greg and the experiences and trials that he had, and decided after we'd already ran the wide drop and gained confidence with applying nitrogen close to the plant, I decided we're going to take it one step further and put BANDIT on the planter. So we went into 2019 planting and started planting in good conditions. And as we progressed into planting, things got cold and wet, probably like it did in most of the country. But it got actually even worse after things started coming up and emerging. And I remember a June 20th frost where we actually froze corn. The whole top of the field turned brown, all the top leaves. It didn't go down into the canopy, but the top of the leaves actually froze, and fairly stressful trying to get corn to knee high. So when we planted, we made some passes without the BANDIT to compare to really see what the nitrogen application on the planter was going to do for us. And so we watched this throughout the year, and what I was amazed by was even when corn was 3 inches tall, the difference in side by side between where we applied that nitrogen through the BANDIT and versus without it. You know, I'd always understood what nitrogen was doing for us late in the year, products like the wide drop and that late application, what that was doing for us, but I didn't realize what nitrogen is doing for us early in the year. And so watching these two side by side all year long, I mean, immediately after emergence, things just really started to take off, and it just kept being more diverse throughout the rest of the year. So at the end of the year, we had a lot of growing degree units that we didn't accumulate during the growing season before the fall frost come. So the maturity of the corn was really critical at harvest time, at what stage we were in. And we noticed a big difference where the BANDIT had ran because we got to be more mature in the fall, which then contributed to yield. 15 bushel difference between where the BANDIT ran and without it. So from here on out, I am sold. I mean, there's not a product I have ever ran with all the products that I've put on planters and ran that I have seen as big a difference as I've seen with BANDIT. You know, I coupled it with the Sprint this last year. Putting Sprint into the field made a big difference to say, yeah, I like the idea, the philosophy of doing this, but it's got to be realistic at planting time. And so coupling that with Sprint and the BANDIT, being able to do this in planting time, yeah, here on out, we're on board.